Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this is kind of a different type of video that I've done, and I'm sorry that I look like death, whatever. I don't even care. Today's been one of those days that I'm just so over it. I'm over everything. I'm over everyone. I am hurt. I'm ticked off. I'm confused why the human race is the way they are. I know I haven't posted a video in a while, and some of you guys may know, some of you may not, but I lost my aunt a few weeks ago, and I'm just still going through the whole grieving process. I don't know, mentally, I'm not here. I feel like I'm on autopilot still. It is what it is, and it doesn't really help. I don't know if you really know how hard grieving is until you start going through their things and you start taking care of their business, like closing up their bank accounts and trying to call people and let them know that they passed. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hold it together because just emotions are all over the place. But anyways, when you start going through their life and you start trying to take care of all of their things, and like my aunt, she wanted to be cremated, and she's always told me she wants me to be the one to spread her ashes. And of course, 20-year-old me, 25-year-old me, even 30-year-old me, I was like, okay, well, I will definitely do that. I will do anything she wants me to do. It's one thing when you're not expecting them to go as quick as they did or in the manner that they did. You think you're going to have more time. You think you're going to be prepared for this kind of thing, but you're not. I mean, I don't know how you ever really prepare for somebody passing away that you're really close to, but like when Grandma passed, I mean, we knew, you guys. Like, we knew it was coming. We knew we were going to have to start preparing for it. And she was hurting and coughing and, just, she was ready and we were ready for her to not hurt. So, it was a totally different thing. But with Aunt Susan, it just was like completely out of the blue. Total shock to all of us. Not what you would expect to hear on a Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday at lunch. I think it was a Tuesday right after lunch when I got called. So anyway, that's fun. Also, because she was cremated, I still have her ashes, and she's been gone for 3 weeks tomorrow, I think. So, I've got them on my shelf. It's really hard to look at them. But it is what it is. I'm doing what I'm doing for my Aunt Susan. So, to get back on my normal topic, telling you guys my little sob story here, I'm in the grieving process. I'm trying to go through this. I'm trying to help my children grieve because Riley doesn't really understand. She's 3, you guys. I mean, she knows Aunt Susan's in heaven, but she doesn't understand. Maddie, on the other hand, my heart breaks for her. So going through all these things and grieving like I am and trying to just kind of figure life out right now, and then to hear the things that I've heard some of these things for a while, and they don't even pertain to like death, dying, family, just some things that I've heard people talk about. If you guys don't know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I know this video is just kind of like all over the place, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. So my oldest is in school, and I stay home with our youngest, and I have since she was born. I briefly worked for about a month and a half right around the time my grandma passed, and then I went back to staying at home. I was like, it's just not worth it to go to work right now. So, to get back on topic, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, my mind, like, there's 1,000 things going through my mind. At any given point of the day, my mind is on so many different things. But I'm grieving. And then I hear people say some of the things that they say about stay-at-home moms. And you guys know, I know y'all already know some of the things that you've heard. And you've probably even been told some of these things if you're a stay-at-home mom yourself. And if you've said some of these things, shame on you, because first of all, being a stay-at-home mom is a personal choice. That's a choice that my husband and I made together. The day that I quit that job that I was working when my grandma passed, my daughter told me she was so happy she'd never been happier because she liked having me home. And my youngest daughter gave me the biggest hug and kiss. I mean, probably one of the biggest hugs and kisses she's ever given me, because I think she knew the mama was going to be stay at home again. Is it hard? Yeah. Like, mentally, my mind right now, y'all should see my house behind the camera is an absolute train wreck. It looks better than it did. But again, because I'm going through this grieving process, just trying to get back into the swing of normal life, it's just chaos. I don't care right now. I'm slowly getting everything back to the way it needs to be. I'm trying to get back on track with my videos. I'm trying to get back on track with just our normal everyday things. So, hearing people say things like, your wife needs to get a job. Why are you letting your wife stay at home? Why don't you go get a job so that you're not killing yourself working to make ends meet? Talking about my husband. And you guys, it's not even, these aren't like random people on the internet. These aren't just internet trolls. These are friends, people that he worked with, that think that they can just open their mouth and say anything that they want to. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty disgusting to me. When someone wants to sit there and open their trap and say, well, why don't your wife work? And y'all can really be bringing in some money. Yeah, homie, we would bring in some money. And it would go right back into daycare and gas and other things that we just, why? Why would I work and get paid, say, I think I figured this out for like $12 an hour. I could bring in a few $100 a week, whatever the case be. I figured it all out. And after the end of the day, that's when me making $12 an hour, which you guys, if y'all know, if you live in small town USA, most jobs are not going to pay you $12 an hour. You're not going to get $12 an hour. Just throwing that out there. $8 an hour is doable. 10 is pushing it. So that was me calculating $12 an hour. And yes, I know there are some jobs that pay that. Like desk jobs, receptionist jobs, whatever. There are some that will pay that. Some of the ones I was looking at, you had to have medical terminology. You had to know what you were doing. I don't have medical experience. I don't know the terminology. I don't understand. So the ones that are willing to pay more, you kind of have to have a little experience. So anyway, back to my story. After all the bills had come out of what my check would have been, I think I would have had an extra, not even $100. Tell me that's not worth it. To waste away at a job that I don't like, that I don't want to do, are being put in after school care and daycare. I barely get to see them. As of right now, my husband barely gets to see them because he was working 6 days a week. That's hard. I don't think you guys realize how hard that is on both parents. For one, when the husband is away from the wife, I mean, husband and wife can't even hardly function as a married couple, but when they're away from their kids, their kids don't get to see them. They don't get to see their kids. They don't get to experience the things that they wish they could do. They don't get the same luxuries as other parents who maybe only work 4 days a week or work from home or have the ability to just up and take off from their job and go to the dads for donuts and things like that. My husband does not have that luxury, you guys. I wish he did. Why do you guys think I'm doing YouTube? I'm trying to start my YouTube channels. I'm trying to get them back on track. My blog. If I can get something, just the tiniest little bit to help to bring in, and I'm able to still stay home, and we don't have to fork out those expenses. Do you guys realize how much of a blessing that is for people who do these side businesses and make shirts and cups and jewelry and all these things, all these small businesses that moms are doing from home? I mean, I know some of y'all know, because some of y'all are going to be moms who are doing these things and trying to make ends meet. Some of you guys will never understand because you have always had a good job. You've always worked. You've worked since you were 18, and you've got, I'm 33. I just turned 33. So that would be what, 15 years working? Almost 15 years? 14 and a half? But not everybody has that, you guys. And not everybody has like amazing bosses that will just let them take off for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours to go do what they want to do with their kids or whatever the case. Not everybody has that. So I stay home for that very reason. I am thankful that I was able to go to the things that I was able to pre-pandemic, because obviously now we're not doing awards at our school. We're not doing the lunches. We're not doing anything. I mean, you can't even walk in the school hardly to like go through the school, you know, for anything. You can walk in the front office, obviously, but that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I stay home. Not to mention, I enjoy spending time with my children. I have major anxiety, y'all, like major, major, major anxiety, and I could not have done it after Maddie. There's no way I could have been a stay-at-home mom after Maddie. With Riley, it has been the biggest blessing that my anxiety is not where it was. My postpartum depression was never where it was. All of those things lined up pretty great after having Riley. I was doing very, very good. And I still am. I have my days, don't get me wrong. I'm not a gentle parent. Some days I am. Some days I'm the hollering mom that throws a shoe at them. But whatever, get over it. I don't care. Like, not every mom is going to be the nice Snow White singing to their kids and whoa, it's all cool and just letting it roll off their shoulders. Some of us are not that nice. Some of us are just a little bit stressed out, and we're doing the best that we can. Some moms get really stressed out, and I pray that those moms can have the help that they need. That it's a hard thing to be a mom anyways, but it's hard to be a stay-at-home mom if you're isolated, if that kind of thing bothers you. I love it. I love being isolated. I don't want to see people. You guys, I see my kids, I see my husband, and then we see some of our family, but that's all I care to see. I don't care to see people out and about at Walmart that I don't want to talk to, or people that I went to high school with, 20 years ago that we ain't talked since 20 years. I don't want to see those people. I don't want to work a job where I have to see mean people and rude people all day long. I was a hairdresser. Okay, so I worked in a salon. I know how crazy people can get. You want to see crazy? Just go sit in a salon for a little while. Not only are people going to come in there and talk about the best friend's neighbor and this person's cheating with this person and blah, 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 blah. But like, it's just cutthroat. People are rude to stylists. People are rude about other people. Not always. It's my clients were always so amazing. I really and truly had some of the best clients when I did hair. But other people in the salon, some of the other ones around that I was working, are just crazy and rude and just downright hateful. Why do I want to be around people that are downright hateful when that's not going to help me and my mental state? So I enjoy being home. I really do. Do I always get crap done? No. Who does? I don't know any parent, whether it's a mom or dad, stay at home or not stay at home, working from home. I don't care what the situation is. I don't know any parent that actually has their whole entire life together, that the house is always spotless and doesn't look lived in, that the dishes are always kept up, that the laundry is always kept up, that the yard work is always kept up, that they have time for themselves, that they have time to do what they need and want to do. I don't know any parents like that, you guys. So this whole thing, I don't know, this whole issue with stay-at-home moms just needs to, y'all just need to shut up, okay? Like, really and truly, everybody needs to shut up with that crap because we don't want to hear it. And working moms, you guys, like, some moms have to work. Some moms have to work 50 hours a week and stay away from their kids. Do you think that mama wants to be doing that? Some moms do. Yes, I know. I'm fully aware, you guys. I'm a 33-year-old woman. I know how the world works. I know some people really do love working, but not everybody. Some people want to be a stay-at-home mom, and they don't have that luxury. My heart breaks for those people. My heart breaks for the people who have a job that they hate because they're having to make ends meet, because we live in a small town USA, especially the people where I'm from. We live in a small town USA. We don't have jobs here. We don't have amazing jobs with amazing 401ks, amazing bosses, amazing PTO, all of that. Like, we have, I think, a handful. We have a handful of places that are decent places to go to work, to retire from, and it's dwindling down, you guys. I mean, we don't have a lot. Our mall, if you came to the place where I live, our mall is dilapidated. When I say that, I mean so many businesses have moved out of our mall. There's nothing there. We don't have the jobs for people here, and I wish we did. And I hate that we don't, because that's why so many people move away from our town, and that in turn takes away from the town. So it's just a never-ending cycle. So don't come for me when I say I want to be a stay-at-home mom, because that's what's best for me and my family, and that's what's best for my headspace, and that's just what I want to do. Shut up. I'm so sick of it. And I'm sorry that I'm ranting, but it's just been on my heart for a long time, and I've just wanted to bring it to attention. If you're that kind of person that you have a problem with stay-at-home mom, just go ahead and leave now. Just exit off my channel. Don't watch. I don't want people like that in my space. I want people who can come to the comments and say, yes, mama, go you. I'm a working mama, but I applaud you. Or I am a stay-at-home mom, and I applaud the ones who have to work. I am a girl mama, but I love seeing the comments from boy mamas. I'm a boy mama, but I love seeing how girl mamas are. Like, come to my comments and be nice. Let's talk about nice things. Let's don't be idiots. It's 2021, you guys. The time for unsolicited advice is over. Unsolicited advice just needs to go and die. It needs to die. Go ahead and put itself in its grave. Nobody cares to hear all the time about how wrong we're doing things, or how we should be doing something better, or how we should be working a normal 9-to-5 job like everybody else in the world, or how we should be doing this. No. What we should be doing is protecting our heart, protecting our mental state, protecting our family. If this is how we want to live, this is how we want to live. If you want to work, go work. If you don't want to work, don't work. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you ain't got to work anyways, even if you're not a mom. That's on you, okay? Whatever. I don't care. I do not care what anybody else wants to do in life. What I care about is me, my house, my family. So I'm just sick and tired of hearing the comments. And it's usually from grown men who are working themselves and have forced their wives to go to work. Some people will not let their wives stay at home. Well, first of all, if it means saving $500, $600, $700, whatever, I'm trying to like mentally do the math for after school and daycare and all that. If it means saving that much money a month, that the older generation can learn something from the newer generation. The newer generation can learn something from the older generation. But then I'm somehow in this weird gap generation that we're like the best of both worlds, in the sense that I see how the older generation did things and I appreciate it, and I still do things that way. I see how the newer generation's doing things. I'm learning and I appreciate it. Like social media. You guys, 10 years ago, we would not have had social media as a job, like a full-time job, starting out pretty quickly, like growing quickly. YouTube just started, like in 2007, 2006? somewhere in there. So in the last 20 years alone, social media jobs have grown so much, exponentially grown. But people are mad because we're sitting here in our room, in our living room, making a video and posting it and getting paid for it, but they're mad because it's not a real job. Excuse me? Excuse me. Who are you to say what kind of job somebody should have, if it's a real job, whatever the case? Excuse me. People are out here making 6 figures on social media, but y'all are mad because you went to school, you went straight to college out of high school, and you got a degree, and you're bringing $50,000 home. You're mad because somebody's making way more than you are. I believe work smarter, not harder, you guys. Why is that not? Why is that even an issue? Why are some of these issues even an issue? Okay? If someone wants to post a freaking 15-second TikTok and they get paid $1,000 per view, my gosh, who wouldn't do that? Are you kidding me? And I know not everybody's going to do social media. It's not for everybody. By all means, don't do it. But don't sit there and complain to somebody because they want to do it. Don't complain to a mama because she's staying at home, but she's finding the best way that she can to provide for her family and potentially help her husband either retire or maybe have to work part-time. I would love if Aaron could work part-time. And then he could do whatever kind of job he actually wants to do and loves to do. And if he wants to do something here at home, like we've talked about him doing Twitch, or I would even do it. If he wants to do that, again, it's another stream of income he can make money on. If that means he could stay home and make money and we could take vacations, 4 vacations a year. I've even heard people comment about that, like stay-at-home moms. All they do is post a video of themselves cleaning up and they get paid so much and they take 4 vacations a year. So freaking what? If that's what that mama wants to do and it pays for them to go on vacation with their kids, why would you not? You can see places you never thought you'd be able to see doing something like this, working from home. So why would you not? If that's the kind of person you are, if that's the kind of lifestyle you want to have, why is that a problem for someone to do that? If you don't want to take vacations, don't. By all means, stay at your house. Don't complain when people do that. People, man, I'm just, the whole human race, just tired of them. Tired of them. Also, while we're talking about rants, this one's kind of a little out there. So if you don't care about hearing about how men are whipped, just go ahead and click off. Just end the video here. Because I'm about to get real with you guys. I've also heard so many people, and it's usually grown men. Again, like why the heck grown men, and when I say grown men, I mean older than 25. Okay, let's get real. It's 25-year-olds to like 50-year-olds that want to sit there and run their mouth saying that my husband is whipped because he respects me as a person. He respects me as a mom. He respects me as a wife. And I respect him as my husband, as the father of our children. We respect each other. Okay, but I have his boys, so to speak, up in a cage somewhere, and he's not allowed to make his own decisions. I beg your pardon, my husband's 31 years old. And most of the decisions he makes are him deciding that. He does respect me, and we do make them together. I'll just put it this way. I'm a little bit old-fashioned, a little bit new school. So, I'll say it this way. We're Christians, so I do firmly believe in him being the head of the household and him making the decisions. And 80% of the time, he does let me make decisions if it's something, especially about the house or groceries or Like, if there's something that I want to buy for the house, like, my gosh, if I want to buy a freaking curtain, he don't tell me I can't buy a curtain, you guys. Like, he's not going to tell me I can't buy a curtain. But when it comes to major decisions, we do make them together. There have been several times, where he has told me, cut it out, that's enough, because he knows I'll run my mouth. I'm hot-headed, which is why I'm making this video, because I'm just that aggravated and mad. Part of being a mom, I'm trying to turn the TV back on for my child to try to keep her entertained for the last 5 minutes of this video. And no, she doesn't watch TV all day. Some days she does watch a lot of TV. Some days she doesn't watch any TV. So don't even start.
Let's take a nap, guys. But
She is her daddy's little best friend. She stays stuck up his butt. As soon as he comes home, she's running to the door. It doesn't matter if it's freezing cold outside. She's going to run out barefoot out to his truck. She's ready to see her daddy when he gets home. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Why is it such a problem that your husband respects you as a wife? Why is it a problem that my husband respects me and my decisions and my thoughts and how I feel about something? Why is it a problem that he respects me and we make the decisions together? That's not called being whipped, you guys. Let's just get that right straight away. What was I saying, you guys? Riley's over here distracting me in my train of thought. Oh, why is it a bad thing if a man and a woman respect each other? And let me just tell you, more than half of the time, if my husband is saying no to something, it's because he doesn't want to go. It ain't because I told him he can't go. There's been so many times where I'm like, oh, cool, like, go, have fun, me and the girls will be fine, like, it's cool, I got it, got you. Do you, boo-boo. But he's just like me. We want to just stay home. We don't want to do anything other than sit here with our girls, relax, and just be chill. But yet I'm the bad guy because I have his boys in a cage. Those are just my thoughts. That just things that people say, and they just need to hush. They really just need to keep their mouth shut. Because if you don't know someone and their business and you're not extremely close to them and you see what they're going through, you really have no room to talk. Even if you're best friends with them and you know exactly what kind of people they are, you've seen the decision making in the house, you still have no room to talk. You still have no room to speak on how that person is doing the things that they're doing, how they're handling their marriage, how they're dealing with their kids. You have no room to speak on it. Unsolicited advice just needs to die. Most of us are sick of it out here. Did y'all ever think that maybe he don't want to do it? Did y'all ever think that maybe he's a grown man and he's capable of making his own decisions just like I am? If someone invites me out and if I don't want to go, I love being invited, don't get me wrong, but I'm an introvert. I'm not extroverted at all. I wasn't in high school. I'm still not. Yes, I did things as far as like band and stuff and whatever, chorus, but I'm an introvert. Full introvert. I do not want to be out and about around people most of the time. It's 2021, you guys. At this point, we're protecting our mental health. We're protecting our family. We're protecting our values. We're protecting our heart. All the things. If someone wants to be a stay-at-home mom for the rest of their life, even if their kids are 18 and in high school, about to graduate and go to college, so be it. Just shut up and let them do what they want to do.
you don't say that word.
She got on to me for saying that word. Just hush. Just be quiet about it. Nobody cares about your advice. Not to mention, you have no idea when someone is grieving. You have no idea when someone is going through it. You don't know what people are going through. So for you to sit there and say, well, your wife is lazy because she's not working, how do you think that's going to make the person feel that you're talking about? when they're already hurting, they're already having issues, they're already stressed about things, they're stressed about bills, they're stressed about whatever. And then you go and say that on top of it. How do you think that makes that person feel? It's not fun, you guys. It's not nice. It's pretty disgusting if you ask me. Unsolicited advice is disgusting. Because you just have to get your opinion out there. And yes, I'm getting my opinion out here right now too. You don't have to watch the video. Don't click on it if you don't want to. It's that simple. But when you're saying that to my face, and you're saying it to my husband's face, and you're disrespecting me to my husband, of course I'm going to hear about it. Of course my husband's going to have something to say about it. Just like I'm going to have something to say when people are disrespecting my husband by saying I have his boys in a cage and he can't do anything. That's ridiculous, you guys. I'm just over it. I'm over people in general. So, there that is. That's all for this video. I know that I'm like way ranty. It's a 38-minute video and I'm probably going to try to trim it down. I'm sorry, you guys, that I'm just like super ranty. But these things have been on my heart for months and months and months. And then... Alright. These things have just been on my heart for a long time. And then you add in my emotions to it. And I'm trying to learn not to speak when I'm emotional. Because I will go off at the mouth. I'm the person that's going to say something that I regret. And it's taken me a long time to get to where I'm at right now. And to be able to actually have a conversation like this. To be able to process everything. And be more mature about the situation. It's still okay to be hurt by someone. It's still okay to tell that person, you hurt me, I need to distance myself. Don't ever forget that. You're not out here giving unsolicited advice to that person. You're saying, you've hurt me. This is how you've hurt me. I didn't appreciate it. I need to take a step back. Don't ever forget that it is okay to tell people that. So, that's what I'm saying. And the people, if anyone watches this that knows what they said, that they're the ones who said it, they're going to know immediately. Because it's several people who have said this. And I hope that they get the message that they need to just be quiet. Let people live. Let people do what they want to do. Let people be happy, you guys. So that's all for this ranty little vlog style video. I had thought I would like to start doing little vlog type videos. Just, I don't know, whatever. Not rants. I don't want to start rants on my channel. I just have had way too much on my mind that I felt like I needed to say. I felt like I needed to get out there. Just in general. I'm not trying to tell people how to live. I'm not trying to tell people what to do with their lives. What you do with your life literally has no bearing on me and what I do with my life. If you're happy doing what you're doing, keep doing it. I mean, unless it's like hard drugs, you guys, don't do drugs. I'm just saying. If you're happy being a stay-at-home mom, if you're happy being a work-from-home mom or a working mom away from your kids, if you're happy being all those things as a dad, if you guys are happy taking 4 vacations a year, or if you're happy taking 1 vacation every other year, do whatever makes you happy, you know? Life is too short. So, I'm going to end the video here. But thank you guys for watching. If you've stayed this whole time through my lovely little rant, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.